Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President and ACN co-founder, Mr. Greg Provenzano.
Good morning. Wow. We've been studying the compensation plan. And as all of you know, the compensation plan dictates behavior. People do what the compensation plan tells them to do, yes or no? Our current plan is team cab based. Team cab based. And what we found is that over time, the team cabs weren't driving the right behavior that is going to foster the greatest growth for you. In fact, let me tell you something about the team cabs. Here's what we've noticed over the years, is that the team cabs over time watered down the vision of customer acquisition and long-term residual income for you and your family. And here's the reason why. Here's what we noticed, is that as you were going through your 1 through 10s, and you went through the first part, you talked about the company, and then you talk about the services, and then you get to the residual income, and that all looks good, but then everybody really put all their emphasis and focus on what? The team cabs. Is that right? Yes or no? And so it was watering down the long-term vision of our opportunity. And really, the reason why all of you came here was to build a residual income for you and your family, where it didn't matter if you got up and worked again, you had enough money coming in your household where you had a great life. Wasn't that the reason why you came? So the T-cab mindset watered that down. There were thresholds with team cabs, which means, and it was driving us crazy, because people were doing well. But if they fell short of a threshold, what we saw was those people felt like they were failing. They felt like they were losers. Like if they missed a 10 threshold and they only hit 9, they thought that things weren't going so well for them. And that's not the case. They were doing well. And what we also saw with the thresholds is that when you as leaders met a certain threshold of a team cab, the next set of team trainers that came into your business were a little bit less significant and didn't get as much attention as the original team trainers that came in during that month. And we never wanted people to feel that way. And we were compromising on how we wanted people to feel and act and be treated at ACN. So we've been studying and again, we look at everything. We've been studying the results of the existing plan. And so because of those things that I just mentioned, listen here, starting January 1st of 2015, we're going to refocus all the IBOs and leaders on what's important for short and long-term growth, and we are totally restructuring the compensation plan, and we are getting rid of the team cab structure. So yes, the team cab season has ended. Now, for those of you that are brand new, you're saying, oh my gosh, what does this mean? Where are we going? Let me tell you where we're going. We're going to a whole new dimension. And we're going to be 100% customer acquisition bonus focused. Let me tell you what this is going to do. Let me give you some insights as to what this customer acquisition bonus structure is going to mean for you. Number one, we are jacked up too, I'm telling you. Number one, there are no thresholds with a customer acquisition bonus structure. You know what that means? Every team trainer that gets their qualifying customers, you get paid on. We are blown away with what you're about to hear, folks, I'm telling you. ACN will never be the same. You will never be the same. With a customer acquisition bonus structure, there are no caps to how many team trainers you get paid on, folks. There are no limits. There are no thresholds. Here's the other thing that we love about a customer acquisition bonus structure. You get paid every single week. Every single week. So now you have gone. Listen. You have gone from a 12-month cycle of a year to now a 52-cycle year where your business goes by week to week now and not month to month. Do you have any idea how that's going to accelerate your business? Let me tell you what else we've done. This is borderline ridiculous, I'm telling you. Let me tell you what else we've done. Is we believe so much in what this is going to do to drive the right mindset and to drive the right customer acquisition focus so that you can get tremendous amounts of residual income. That we as a company, starting in January of 2015, are going to put in this new compensation plan $6 million more money that's going to go to you, the IBO. Now I know that some of you don't understand probably half of what I just said. But here's what I can tell you. The people that have been around for a long time understand how we operate. And we always look at the big picture. We never have short-term thinking. It's always been long-term. And we would never make a decision like this if we didn't feel that it was in everybody's best interest. Maybe some of you brand new people don't understand that yet, but the people that have been around, they have a history with us. They know that we follow through with what we said that we were going to do. They know it. And when we said in the early days that we as co-founders are not going to get wealthy at your expense, we meant it. And when we said that we're going to always give back to the people that helped build ACN, this is proof positive, 21 years later, that you are with a company that you never have to second guess. Never. This compensation plan is consistent with promoting the long-term vision of residual income. I can't wait to have you get all the details about what I just spoke of. I can't wait. And we're going to give it to you right now. And there is no better person in ACN, outside of ACN, that can deliver this message any better than one of our co-founders. And this gentleman that I'm going to bring up to you has the knack, he has the ability to take something that is conceptual and bring it down in a fashion so that you will get it and you will understand it. And you're going to be so jacked up, I'm telling you, when you see what he has to deliver to you, some of you are going to want to go home. Because you're not going to be able to stand it. But we can't wait to see how this is all going to come to fruition for you and your family and your entire family tree by you taking advantage of what we have to lay out this morning. So please help me welcome co-founder of ACN, Mr. Tony Kupis.
Good morning. Okay, who's excited now? You know what's so great, for those of you that are new, and as Greg said, that haven't been around ACN that long, don't understand our history, but here we are, just as Greg said, over 20-some years in business. The reason we're here is because we know it's important to continue to reinvent ourselves. How many of you guys agree change is always happening? People change, business changes, technology changes, the world is always changing. And there are some people, some businesses that are afraid of change. They'd rather keep things the way they are if it's more comfortable. But I will tell you this, we have never been afraid of change. We have never been afraid of reinventing ourselves because we don't think about what today. We think about 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. How many of you want this company to be around long term? So we believe that if you don't pay attention to what's going on, and you don't change, and you don't reinvent yourself, you will become a dinosaur that fast. And we don't want to be a dinosaur. We want to be cutting edge and continue to make this opportunity the best this can be for all of you. Now, every one of you in this room, you have to be excited about ACN. That's why you're here. But what you should be more excited about is where we are going. 2015 is going to be an amazing year because we are in a season of reinvention. We are in a season of change, and you are here. You are a part of history with ACN because every time we're in this season, great things happen, great leaders emerge, many people get wealthy. How many of you in this room are ready to be the person that becomes the next RVP and SVP? This is the greatest time in ACN. What's so great about what Greg shared with you is our compensation plan. Think about ACN. When people talk about it, there's so many things to promote. Everything from Donald Trump endorsing us, residual income, the products, flash wireless, energy. It's all great. You know, having your own online store, there's so many things to talk about, so many pieces to what we do. But you know what the single greatest thing ACN offers? The single greatest thing you should be excited about, and that is the ACN compensation plan. The ACN compensation plan. Ever since this industry has started, we have done all the things that we could to make things great. When we introduced team cabs, they served their purpose. At that time, as Greg mentioned to you, but times have changed, and now we're changing with those times. The ACN compensation plan that I'm going to deliver to you, listen closely, there is no plan that's ever been created before it. There's no plan that exists today like it, and there'll be no plan in the future that will compete with it. It is the single greatest compensation plan that any network marketing company has ever put together. And the reason why is for so many reasons. We have 20 years of experience. When Greg said, you know, we studied the plan, we reviewed what's going on, I can't even tell you how many countless hours have gone into what I'm going to show you. I can't even tell you, how many models were formulated. And we looked at every which direction, and we put together, in my opinion, it is a work of art. It's a work of art because it's not just what position you get paid. It's how the whole thing works together. It's like a machine. One part fuels the other. And today with this comp plan I'm going to deliver to you, it basically takes all the strength of what our plan has and really creates a plan that's better for you to do what you want to do, and that's help people. Help people become successful. Help people get customers. And everybody matters. Everybody counts. As Greg said, there was a lot of things that we wanted to achieve with this plan. And we've achieved them. And one of the things we wanted to do, which we know is important, is to turn, as Greg mentioned it, turn this business for you from a month-to-month mentality to a week-to-week mentality. So how many of you like the idea of what you do this week when your pipeline gets filled up with new IBOs that are getting their qualifying customers? You're getting a check next week, and the following week, and the following week, and the following week, and the following week. And what you do now, you can see quicker. One of our goals was to pay everybody quicker, and we've achieved it in two ways. The first way we have achieved it is that because you don't have to meet thresholds, people can get paid quicker. Do you all agree with that? And when people start receiving a check quicker for the qualifying customers that their new IBOs are getting, when A and B equals C, and they can see it, when they get their first check, it builds belief. It doesn't matter how much it is. It builds belief. A lot of people don't realize, but when we started ACN, myself and Greg and my brother and Robert, we actually inserted ourselves in the compensation plan. And the reason we did that is because that was the only way we could get paid. 20-some years ago, there wasn't a bunch of money to pay a salary. We inserted ourselves in the compensation plan, and we started building a business exactly like every one of you, and we only got paid the same way you got paid. That's how we started ACN. We are actually your original uplines. And eventually, over time, it made sense to take us out of the system. But I still remember when we launched ACN and we were out there building, I remember when we got Greg and myself and Mike, we got our first residual check from the compensation plan. Before that, at that point, we didn't have a minimum amount. My first residual check was $2.95. I was so pumped up, I didn't know what to do. Did you see that? It was like, it works. When people get a check, it builds belief. Do you all agree with that? Because people want to see A and B equals C. And we're going to help get the money flowing quicker in this new compensation plan. One, by eliminating thresholds, and two, I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you the compensation plan in three different ways. This is all going to be in print. We are going to have this online in a webinar. So if you don't remember every number, don't worry about it. If you don't digest everything I'm going to tell you right now, don't worry about it. If anything, just get the concept of what I'm going to share with you now. Is that fair enough? Okay, because there's a lot of numbers, but just get the concept and just focus on where you want to go. Because I want to show you in this comp plan where you need to put your efforts going forward, all right? So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to show you how much is paid for the qualifying customers of a single IBO. I want you to see how much money that we are going to put into your hands in the field for those important customers that new IBO acquired within the first 30 days of their start date. Starting with this, we have created, and before I say again, when you look at anyone new, I just want to communicate this way. Team cabs and cabs are fundamentally the same in terms of we're building a team of people, they're getting their qualifying customers, and you will get paid a bonus. That makes sense, everybody? Okay, the nice thing about this is it's on everyone not on thresholds, and then I know I'm repeating myself, but what we did do is we created a customer acquisition bonus for the new team trainer entering the business. Because right now in the Team Cab system, when the team trainer gets involved, everybody wants them to get qualified. The whole upline wants them to get qualified within 30 days so everybody could receive their team customer acquisition bonus portion. But it doesn't really seem right because the new team trainer is the one that we need to get the customers, so we need to give them an incentive for doing what it is we want them to do. So the incentive is they now will have a cab payout at the team trainer level, all in an effort to help the person who's just getting started have the same motivation to do what you want them to do. So are you ready for this? When a team trainer starts, if they get their qualifying customers in the first 30 days, they will get $40 for their qualifying customers. So now it's not just the upline that gets their portion. Now the new person that you're trying to say, hey, let's get going, let's get you qualified. As soon as they get qualified, they will get their $40 bonus. And another thing we're going to do is we are not going to make, every IBO has to wait the cancellation period before the actual cab bonuses flow in the upline. Okay, that's just the way it works. But the cool thing is, well, we're not going to make the new team trainer wait. If the team trainer joins, listen closely, if they join on Monday and they get qualified on Tuesday, they're getting their $40 check on Friday. Now again, it's not the amount of money, but it's A and B equals C. When somebody does something in our plan and they can see right away that they got paid for it and they see that check, how many of you agree that that will build belief? Do you all agree with that? And guess what? The bottom line is this: people perform to the degree in which they believe in what they're doing, and this builds belief. This one little thing is going to make a massive difference in your business going forward. So now what I'm going to show you in this, when you look at this, I'm going to show you when that new team trainer got qualified and that $40 went to that qualified team trainer, who else got paid? And I'm going to show you every dollar that went out in that customer acquisition bonus for those qualifying customers. The upline team trainer is also going to have a payout as well. Because right now, team trainers don't get paid. You have to wait till you get to ETT. From this point forward, as of January going forward, the team trainer who sponsors a team trainer who gets qualified, they will also receive $25. So now, again, it's just the beginning. They're just getting started. But now, even before a team trainer becomes an executive team trainer, they will have a cab program. Because look, we know people join, sometimes they get started right away. Some people join, they go on a family vacation, you don't hear from them for 4 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever. It's just the way it is. Well, if someone does get involved in the business, at any time that they start as a team trainer, the minute they introduce someone to the business, and that new team trainer gets their qualifying customers, they will receive a $25 cab bonus as well. Is that good for that person so they can see some money as well? In addition to that, the upline, what else is paid out? The upline executive team trainer will get $30 for those same qualifying customers. The upline ETL will get $50 for those same qualifying customers. Ready for this? The upline team coordinator will get $200 for those qualifying customers. First generation team coordinator will get $80. The first regional director gets $80. First generation regional director gets $30. Regional vice president will get $70. First generational regional vice president will get $20. Second generation regional vice president gets $10. SVP will get $20, and first generation SVP $10. Now let me explain something. When you look at those numbers right there, you look at SVP at $10 or $20. For anyone that's new, when you look at those numbers, you're thinking $10, but you're getting $10 on a massive volume of new recruits and customers coming into your business. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is take a look at that. Look at that IBO. That new IBO signed up. That new IBO got their qualifying customers, and look how much bonus money is paid for those qualifying customers. And if you add it up, you're looking at a total of $665 is the potential that is paid out. Now, when I show you this, Keep in mind, assuming everyone's qualified to get their portion, that's how much money ACN is willing to put in the field for those qualifying customers. $665. Now, in business, all companies have a business model in which they pay for their customers. They either pay it in the form of advertising or maybe direct sale or sales forces, internal salespeople, they get paid salary, or internet marketing. Every business has a cost, and they work that out in their business model. This is how much the cost of a customer is to the company. This is ACN's business model. Instead of us putting 1 penny into advertising, 1 penny into internet marketing, all $665 that we have on the table goes, guess what? Right to you in this field. You are the ones that get paid for those qualifying customers. Now, I'm going to say something. That's a lot of money. $665 and a total payout for those qualifying customers is a lot of money. Why do we do that? We do it because the customers today that we're marketing, the energy customers, the flash wireless customers, the bundled digital phone service customers, these are valuable customers today. They're high revenue customers, they're valuable customers to the company, and they are valuable customers to you. And that is why so much is being willing to be put out for you to go out and get those customers. Is this exciting, yes or no? Okay, now, let me show you this in another way. I'm going to show you those numbers in another way. So look at the same thing, but this is how it's broken down per position. Now, here's what's cool about what I'm going to show you. When I'm done showing you this, you're going to find out something great, and that is that this plan is much easier to present, much easier to understand, and much easier to work than the other compensation plan that is now going to be behind us. It is very simple, and for the new people joining the business, it's going to drive the right motivation in which you want to drive so you guys can become team coordinators, so you can become regional directors, regional vice presidents, and eventually senior vice presidents. Because this has to work right. If this works right, every one of you can work your way up the compensation plan. So here's what the numbers look like. Now set aside the $40 that the new team trainer earned for getting their qualifying customers. Look how it's paid. The sponsoring qualified team trainer gets $25. $30 is what the ETT bonus is. ETL is $50. You can see the team coordinator and you can see all the numbers. Now, every one of these numbers from ETT and higher roll up, which means if you're an RVP, you're also an RD. You're also a TC. You're also an ETL. You're also an ETT. That means when you're an SVP, look, if some of you are new, you don't know about some of the things I'm saying, what major impact that's going to make to you long term. But if you're an SVP, you're also an RVP. You're also an RD, TC, ETL, and ETT. Every one of these numbers roll up. Not only do the numbers roll up, all the generational money rolls up. So instead of me, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add it up for you and show you how much you get paid in the form of the customer acquisition bonuses at each level, okay? So here's what it looks like. The great thing about this, here you are, obviously the qualified team trainer signs up, they get their qualifying customers, they get $40, they're excited. And the sponsoring qualified team trainer, as I said, they get $25. Now here's how this plan is going to be presented, and here's how I want you to look at it. When you look at the way this plan works, obviously a new person, you're going to present it in a more simple fashion. But whenever you train someone in a Saturday training or a one-on-one, you want them to understand the concept. The concept is this. As you move up the plan, we all do the same thing. We are all doing the same thing. You just get paid more and you get paid better. Say that. You get paid more and you get paid. Say it again. Okay. And this is all someone needs to know. Why do I need to move up this plan? Because every time you move up and hit the next level, you get paid more for doing the same thing, but you get paid better. And I'll explain. So QTT signs up, they're excited, they made $40 on their qualifying customers. Now they go off and they recruit another team trainer who gets qualified with their customers. First 30 days, they earn $25. They're excited. But if the QTT that they sponsors someone else who gets qualified, they receive the $25, but you You don't receive anything on the second generation. A QTT only gets paid their bonus on the directly sponsored qualified team trainers. So this is the incentive for the QTT to want to become an ETT right away. Why do they want to become an ETT? Because they get paid, and they get paid. Okay, so when you become an ETT, instead of $25, going forward, you will now earn $30 on every directly sponsored qualified team trainer. But you get paid better because where the QTT would have got $0, you will not only get paid $30, but that $30 is paid through an unlimited number of levels of QTTs. Doesn't matter if it's level 1, doesn't matter if it's level 4. But guess what? If someone's brand new, they're excited, they're working up the plan, they're an ETT, don't you agree someone in their team is also going to become an ETT? So when that happens, could be level 1, could be level 4, doesn't matter. When that ETT when that ETT qualifies in their team, from that point going forward, that ETT now gets the ETT bonuses, and you, the upline ETT, does not get paid on them going forward. Okay, that is your incentive to moving up the plan. And why do you want to move up the plan? You get paid, and you get paid. All right, so more. If you add up the bonuses, now if you look across the top, I didn't put all the generational money, but you see the 30, you see the 50, you add those together. So now as an ETL, when you sponsor a new team trainer who becomes qualified, they get to qualifying customers within their first 30 days. Instead of $30, you're now making $80, and that $80 on unlimited levels of QTTs until you get to an ETT. And when that happens, you know what you made as an ETT? You made $0 on your ETTs. Well, when you're an ETL, you get paid more, but you get paid better because when you're an ETL, you get paid through unlimited numbers of levels of ETTs in your organization, a $50 customer acquisition bonus. Now, what does that mean? Now, look, someone's just getting their business going. Someone brand new. They start in January. They're just getting the business going. They're an ETL. They could have a team that's growing really fast. They could have a team that developed 1 ETT, 2 ETTs, 4 ETTs, 5 ETTs. Guess what? It doesn't matter how many ETTs are developed underneath you when you're an ETL. On every single one of them, no matter how many levels, you will get paid unlimited levels of that customer acquisition bonus of $50. Now, an ETL is getting excited. They're just getting going. Do you think someone in their team is also going to become an ETL? Yes or no? Correct. So when you're an ETL and you have an ETL develop in your team, from that point forward, they will pick it up. And now you will not earn the money on them going forward. And that is your incentive to moving up to the most important position now in the ACN compensation plan. And the most important position as of January 1st going forward is the position of team coordinator. Now, why do you want to move up the plan? Because when you move up to the next level, you get paid wrong. You just got to think. You don't get paid more and get paid better. You get paid a lot more and a lot better. At TC, it's a lot more and a lot better, okay? So here's how it works at TC. When you're a team coordinator, instead of, now look, how's this? You're a team coordinator, congratulations. You built 3 teams of 200 points. And by the way, that's not difficult, especially when you hear the things I'm going to tell you after these compensation plan slides. But team coordinator is simple. 3 legs of 200 points. If I were you in this room, if you're not a team coordinator, you better get obsessed with becoming a team coordinator. Because now, instead of earning $80 when you help a new person get their qualifying customers within 30 days, look at how the numbers increase. It's plus $200 on every number that I'm showing you. So now you get $280 for helping 1 new team trainer get their qualifying customers. That $280 is paid through unlimited levels of team trainers who get qualified until you get to an ETT. Now your ETT, you were making $50 in customer acquisition bonuses as an ETL. That's now increased to $250. Where you were getting, now look, you're an ETL. ETLs don't make any bonuses on ETLs, right? Well, as an ETL, if you're a team coordinator where you were getting $0, now, ready for this? Where you were getting $0, Now you're getting $200. Now, let me understand this. That's your TC Open. That means that's through an unlimited number of levels of ETLs. That means you could be a team coordinator. Think of this. You're a team coordinator, and you have someone in your team that became an ETL. And they had someone on their team that became an ETL. And they had someone on their team that became an ETL. And they had someone on their team that became an ETL. They had someone on their team. It doesn't matter how many or how deep. Every ETL in your organization, when they help someone get their qualifying customers in their first 30 days, you will receive $200 for each and every single one of those people. Now, why is this position important? Like, look what Greg shared with you earlier. When you looked at the team coordinator team cabs that we had, you had to meet thresholds to even get paid, and you had caps. There is no thresholds to meet. Now you get paid on everyone, and there is no caps. That means as a team coordinator, you can help anyone in your organization. This is why this position is so important. If you have someone in your organization 10 levels down, 4 levels down, it doesn't matter. And they're ETLs under ETLs, but you find a winner. You find someone hungry in your group, and you're a team coordinator, you can spend all month working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, focused on helping that person if they're worth working with, and the lowest customer acquisition bonus you will get on each and every single one of them is $200. Now, I don't know about you, but helping people is great, but getting paid like that when you help people makes it even better. Do you all agree with that? Now, as a team coordinator, you get paid a lot more, and you get paid a lot better. And the reason you get paid a lot better is not only do you make money on ETLs where you didn't make them when you were an ETL, but eventually when you're a team coordinator, don't you agree, someone in your team is eventually going to also become a team coordinator like you? Yes or no? Okay, when someone becomes a team coordinator, at that point you earn 0. I'm just kidding. You ready for this? We have a generational bonus at team coordinator. In the team cab system, you ready for this? It was $20. Now listen, I know, and every one of you in this room, you're long-term thinkers. Yes or no? And you care more about people than you do about money, right? Does somebody have a problem saying that? And I know, but here's the reality. When you're a team coordinator and you're trying to balance your time and help people, and if you're only making $20 on a leader that's developed in your group for helping them get their new IBOs, get their customers qualified, versus going out and working with fresh people, it's kind of hard to make that decision. It's conflicting. You want to help the person in your team, but at the same time, you've got to balance your time to make money. So we have balanced this out now to where instead of you earning $20, if you're a team coordinator and you have a team coordinator that develops in your team, we're going to pay you $80 on every single qualified team trainer in their organization. That means if you're a team, by the way, how many of you would love to be in a position, if you're working your way to RD and RVP, to develop a team coordinator in your group? Is that positive, yes or no? Now, when you develop a team coordinator, look, we're all building this together. It's unrealistic to think that just because someone hits team coordinator, they're leaders. That doesn't mean they're leaders. We're all building our business at the same time. It takes time to develop a healthy business. It's one thing to achieve a position. It's another thing to have a healthy business. The question you have to ask yourself is, how fast can you move up the plan? But more important, you got to ask yourself, how many new IBOs and how many customers are coming in my team every single day, every single week, and every single month? That's what matters. How healthy is your business? Well, when you're a team coordinator and you're working your way, if you got a leader in your group or someone working their way and they're a team coordinator, you can still manage time helping them as they're building their business, and you get paid an $80 customer acquisition bonus on everyone you help them get qualified. Is that not awesome? Yes or no? Okay, now, if you're a team coordinator and someone in your team, you developed a team coordinator, and that team coordinator developed another team coordinator, 2 down, at that point, you will earn nothing on that team coordinator in the form of customer acquisition bonuses. This is your incentive to become a regional director. Now, to become a regional director, you only need to be a team coordinator with 2 team coordinators in your organization, 1 TC and 2 separate teams. So if you have 1 more TC leg, congratulations, you just got a raise in the plan and you became a regional director. Why do you want to be a regional director? You get paid more. Much, much more, much, much better. Okay, so now you add $80 to every number you see here. Now again, you don't need to remember this. You'll get this soon. So you're a regional director. Add $80 to every number I just showed you. You directly sponsor a new team trainer yourself. You're a leader, but you're sitting down with a new person. You help one person get their qualifying customers, and you earn $360 as a regional director. So if you haven't got it, let me tell you now. What's the best thing about the customer acquisition bonus system versus a team cab system is you get paid a lot more money for personally recruiting. You get paid a lot more money for phase 1 activity. You get paid more for open line production. You know, when you deal with new people that you built in your business, they require the most from you. They require most of your time, most of your training, most of your support. And this plan pays you the most where people require the most from you. Does that make sense? You have a great incentive to help brand new people. And as people develop in your group and leaders emerge, you get a little less on them, but you get on more volumes of people. Okay? So look at RD. 280 went to 360. 250 under your ETTs went to 330. 200 under your ETLs went to 280. And $80 under your first generation team coordinator went to $160. Now, you get paid more, you get paid better, because where you were getting 0 on your second TC as an RD, now you will get paid $80 on all the new customers that are qualifying those new team trainers in 30 days through an unlimited number of levels of team coordinators. That means if you're an RD, you could have 1 team coordinator, 2, 5, 10 in one team, straight down deep in one leg, and you will not earn any less than $80 on every single team trainer who gets their qualifying customers within their first 30 days. Now, this is a leadership position because you get paid a lot of money to help all your developing leaders in your organization. Now, eventually, when you're an RD, someone in your team is also going to become an RD. How great is that? When that happens, you will get a generational bonus of $30. Now, here's what this plan doesn't show you. I'm showing you what the bonuses are, and I'm showing you how everything adds up. But you got to keep in mind, everything adds up, even the generational pay. So let's say you're an RD, and you have an RD in your group. You see that you make $30 on all of their qualified team trainers. But what this doesn't show you is if that RD also happens to be your first team coordinator, you get the first generation team coordinator and the regional director pay. So in that situation, you're earning $80 plus $30. That's $110 on every single team trainer in their organization who's getting their qualifying customers. So without complicating this, wherever you are in this plan, and wherever everyone else falls in this plan, you get paid what you deserve on every single person in your organization. That means everything rolls up. The cabs you get at that position and all the generational cab all rolls up. Now, as a regional director, you can have a regional director who eventually gets a regional director, and at that point, you are now getting 0 onto the customer acquisition. By the way, how many of you would be really sad if you had a team that had a regional director that was overriding a regional director? Because if you have a regional director overriding a regional director, how many customers are coming in that organization? You know what the goal is? Your goal should be to work yourself right out of customer acquisition bonuses. You want to get yourself to a point that you have worked your way to the top of the company, and so many people have worked their way to the top of the company so deep that there's so much of your group you don't get any bonuses on. But do you have any idea where your residual income is going to be at that point? How many of you, now think about it, did you join ACN because you had to work for bonuses? Or did you join ACN because you want to have a lifestyle of freedom with residual income? The job of these bonuses is to pay you between the time that you start and the time that you have generated enough customers that you don't even need to think about these bonuses anymore. That is the purpose of these bonuses. And every bonus you get in this plan, Every bonus you get, when you get paid, whatever your check is every single week, it's only because other people acquired customers, which means your residual is automatically growing. Okay, now let's talk about this. Let's go a little further. By the way, who in this room plans on being a regional vice president in 2015? Let me hear you. Now, I'm speaking on behalf of the founders. I'm speaking on behalf of all the RVPs, SVPs, Circle of Champions in this room right now. You may want to. You may be excited. But we know you can. We know that in 2015, you can become a regional vice president and higher if you choose. You can do it. If you stay focused, you work hard, and you apply the things that you learn from the people you're working with, you will become a regional vice president. But why do you want to do that? Because you get paid a lot more, and you get paid a lot better. So as a regional vice president, add $70 to every number that I just showed you. So that means as a regional vice president, listen to this. A regional vice president, if they go off and directly recruit a new team trainer, sit down with Starbucks, help them out, get them started, get their qualifying customers, they make $430. Now, how many think that's pretty? By the way, is that worth anyone's time to sit down and help somebody, one person, get their qualifying customers if you're paid $430? Is that not great? Okay, so look how much money you get in this plan for phase one activity, personal recruiting. So look at all those numbers. It went from 360 to 430. It went from 280 to 350. Just keep going down the line. TC, 160, 230, 80, 150, 30 to $100. Now listen, you guys, you're an RVP, your first RD, you're getting, forget about generational pay, just regular RD pay you're getting, and your RVP pay, you're getting $100 every time someone gets their qualifying customers in their first 30 days under your first RD. If you have an RD under an RD, where you were getting $0, now you're getting $70. Now listen, $70 to an infinite number of regional directors in your organization. That means if you have a team that's just massive, and you have one RD overriding another RD, overriding another RD, overriding another RD, it doesn't matter how many or how deep, you will earn no less than $70 on every single team trainer that gets their qualifying customers in their first 30 days. Can you get excited about that? Now, if you're a regional vice president, you may be in a situation where someone in your team works their way up to regional vice president just like you. When that happens, from that point forward, not including any generational pay, just the regional vice president customer acquisition bonus, you will get a first generation of $30 on all of their team trainers who get their qualifying customers in 30 days. Now, if you have a regional vice president who develops someone else who also becomes a regional vice president, then it goes to $0. No, actually it doesn't. We're still going to pay you $10 on that regional vice president on all of their unlimited number of people that get their qualifying customers in their first 30 days. If you're an RVP and you have an RVP who has an RVP who developed an RVP, then at that point it goes to $0. I apologize. But how many of you in this room would not mind being in a situation where you had a team with 3 regional vice presidents deep in one organization? Where do you think your residual income is on that team? And again, SVP. Add $20 to every number that I just showed you. And again, the benefit of being SVP, all the numbers go up. You get paid more. You get paid better. Because after that RVP, that second generation, then it goes to $0. You get paid through unlimited levels of RVP as an SVP. Now, at that level, this is when it gets really, really exciting. See, here's the bottom line, you guys. You want to get yourself to the right as fast as you can. I'm going to give you a little strategy to think about. Everyone's goal is to build residual income. Yes or no? That residual income comes from customers. Those customers, we're going to pay you those bonuses every single week when you get people excited about getting customers. So initially, all the money is going to come in the form of bonuses, and it's going to drive that residual income, and this is the goal of the compensation plan. People are going to be paid quicker. They're going to be paid better. Here's my advice to all of you. Even if you're brand new, and if you're really new, this is the greatest month to join, but a slightly confusing month because of the transition that we're in. But you couldn't have joined ACN at a better time. Here's the way you got to think. If you are not a team coordinator, you need to become obsessed with becoming a team coordinator. You need to become a team coordinator like yesterday. So make sure you understand how to hit it. All you need, 3 teams, 200 points. When you leave this weekend, if you're not a team coordinator, go home. Look at your 3 teams. See how many customers you have in team 1. See how many customers you have in team 2. See how many customers you have in team 3. And focus. Focus on getting those 3 teams built. Get the 200 points in those 3 teams so you can experience what it's like to be a team coordinator. Second, make sure that every single person you recruit, you get them focused on becoming a team coordinator. This is now a team coordinator producing machine. Why do you want to be a team coordinator? That's where the great money starts. Focus. The only reason it will take long for someone not to be a team coordinator is if you don't focus. It's simple. It's just 200 customer points, not customers, points in 3 separate teams. And all the people you build in those 3 teams, it all adds up. Some IBOs will get 10 points, some will get 2 points, some will get 5 points, some will get 50 points. There's people in this room that have over 100 personal points and they're only 1 IBO. So more IBOs equal more points. Focus, become a team coordinator because you get paid so well at that position to help other people. And when you become a team coordinator, make sure that everyone on your team understands that position, how to hit that position, and how they get paid at that position, so this thing could be a crazy machine. Why is team coordinator so important? Because if you look at RVP, it's made up of team coordinators. If you look at RD, it's made up of team coordinators. If you look at SVP, it's made up of team coordinators. Because team coordinators make up the team coordinators, make up the RDs, and make up the RVPs, which make SVPs. Everything is team coordinator. This is your business plan. Hit team coordinator as fast as you can so you can really experience the benefit of this compensation plan. Who's excited about how this plan looks? In the month of December, you know, anyone that's, obviously all of you are existing IBOs. There might be people in here that have came today that have not started yet. But if you are an existing IBO, pre-December, you know, you got to be aware of what your compensation plan is for the month of December. You're still going to get paid in the team cab fashion in December for what you do. But all the new people that join the business in the month of December, don't confuse them. I would focus on just showing them the new plan from ETT and higher. Not all of it, just ETT and higher, because anyone that starts in December, they cannot personally get the $40 cab or the $25 cab at the team trainer level. So don't focus on that until after January. But you can still teach them ETT and higher, because most of the people that start in December, their whole job is to get to ETT or ETL, and then January is where they're going to start earning their bonuses. So keep it simple. All new people that join, teach the new plan, ETT and higher. And the second thing I want you to do is I'm going to show you a bonus that we have not introduced to the company on our normal ACN in action. I'm going to introduce to all of you for the very first time what we're going to launch, the bonus in December. You guys want to hear it? All right. Now, before I tell you the bonus, I want to just say this. We have updated all the materials that you need to communicate what we are sharing with you today. We've updated, matter of fact, here at this event, we have an updated DVD. When you get home, we've got everything from the 1 through 10 presentation, the compensation plan document, everything you need to understand what we're doing, we will have for you. We are actually recording this. Portions of this will go out in an ACN in action, so everyone will have a chance to understand what the new changes are. So we put all these things together to help you understand it. In the month of December, you're going to see both pay plans. As of January 1st going forward, you will only see the new plan. Okay? So we're going to do everything we can to help you and support you through this transition. But the main thing that we really want to do to help you in the month of December is come out with a great, great bonus so all the new people that join in December can really focus on doing a simple thing and getting paid well to do it. So who's ready to hear the December to Remember bonus promotion? There's multiple parts to this bonus. There's multiple parts. So the first part is for all existing IBOs. For all existing IBOs, as we normally do, we want to share a customer bonus for you. Any existing IBOs who acquires 5 of any combination of ACN's core services, you will earn $100, and we will provide 50 meals to hungry children through the Will Play for Food organization. And by the way, I don't want to minimize this. I want to congratulate every single one of you. We set a goal in 2014 a monumental goal to provide 1 million meals to hungry children through your customer acquisition efforts. Congratulations. We have exceeded the 1 million meals to hungry children in 2014. So stand up and give yourself a hand. Congratulations, you are all a part of that. And that makes a difference. Look, it's one thing to build a business. It's another thing when you make a difference. And I'm telling you, every meal makes a difference when a child is hungry. So every time we provide these bonuses, your goal is two things: to get that bonus in your pocket, but even more important, set a more worthy purpose for yourself. You know, when I look at those 5 combination of any customers, you might say, what's $100? What's $100? That's $100 is $100. But if you don't earn that $100, it's not about you missing a bonus. It's about 50 meals that could have been provided to hungry children that are not provided to hungry children. It's worth going the extra mile to get those customers, and it's worth asking your customers to stretch to become our customers so we can provide those meals. All right, let's talk about new IBOs for December. New IBOs, we're also going to provide them with a customer bonus, same thing. $100 and 50 meals if a new IBO starts in December. If they go off and get 5 customers, any combination of ACN's core services, that's what they will get. But if they move forward and focus on ETT, the simple goal of ETT with some additional points, and here's what it is. Get 5, become an ETT, get 20 personal customer points, and within those points you need at least 5, any combination of the ACN core services. When you do this, in addition to the $100 that you've already earned for doing this, we're also going to give them an additional $900. So basically, the IBOs that start in the month of December to help through this transition process, we have put a massive bonus on the table. It's the holidays. People are busy. They're spending money on gifts for other people. What better way to help someone kick off their business than to become an ETT with some additional points, position themselves in the new comp plan in January, and earn $1,000. And on top of that, they will contribute 450 meals to hungry children by accomplishing this great goal. Now, in the month of December, when families are getting together, when people are being reacquainted, when people are running into old friends, this is the time to pique people's interest in the business. This is the time to get customers. This is the time to promote the Will Play for Food organization when everybody is in the spirit of the holidays and the spirit of giving. So this whole combination of the new comp plan, keep it simple, promote this bonus in the month of December, and watch how you can position yourself in the new comp plan when January starts.